guys. I miss you. I think I'm going to start every video off by saying that. Okay, before we get started with today's lesson, I wanted to talk to you about a few things that a lot of you guys have been asking questions about, either in email or on the stream on our Google Classrooms. So the first thing, of course, is centers. Everybody's worried about that. For March, all you need to do is finish the March quill. That's all I'm worried about. There's no way to get back into school and get the papers and all that good stuff, so just worry about March quill. For the rest of the months, for April, I don't know. I'm not planning on doing any centers right now. I may give you an assignment where you have to go to quill and do some type of grammar review, but that's going to be it. Do not worry about looking for centers for March or May. I'm sorry, for April or May. I got my notes down here. Your learning schedule. Hopefully you noticed in your Google Classroom for Social Studies today or yesterday that Mrs. Holt posted the digital learning schedule. And I want to explain that to you. On Monday and Wednesday, you will be responsible for doing a literacy assignment and a social studies assignment. Tuesday and Thursday, you'll have a math assignment to turn in and a science assignment to turn in. On Friday, that day is going to be set aside for you to work on your encore classes, and if there's any questions that you might have with one of your core teachers like myself or Ms. Shin or Ms. Holt, you can email us and maybe set up a time to talk with us or something like that. So the most important thing to remember is we still have to take attendance every single day. So let's say on Tuesday you're just worried about turning a math assignment and a science assignment. You still need to go to your social studies Google Classroom and the literacy Google Classroom. And there's going to be some short assignment to turn in there. Now, what I plan on doing for literacy on these Tuesday and Thursday and Friday days is I'm going to use my DOL type questions there. So you may have one or two questions like what's the noun in this sentence or whatever, and a multiple choice to pick. So you have to be sure every day for every one of your core classes, math, science, social studies, and literacy, you've got to turn something in, okay? Some of you guys, I'm going through and checking attendance, and when I go to my Google Classroom and look at the turn-in things, I don't see anything turned in from you. When I go back and pull up the assignments to grade them, I'm finding your papers. So what that's telling me is you're not submitting or turning them in. You're finishing them and think, yay, I'm done. You have to hit submit or turn in, whatever the button is. Please don't forget. Let's see what else I had to talk about. Padlet. The first week we were out, I set up a Padlet for each homeroom. Some of you guys have been doing that almost every day, and I love reading your comments, but most of you aren't doing anything. Please, at least one time a week, go on to Padlet and just say something to your classmates or to me, just something encouraging and fun. I know that we all kind of get lonely right now, and this is just a way for us to kind of keep in touch with each other, and I just miss hearing from you guys. Google Hangout. I am going to try and set up one Google Hangout for each literacy class every week. Right now, I'm thinking about doing that on Thursdays. So what I want to try is, I haven't done this yet, so I'm going to set up a Google Hangout for each homeroom class to talk about literacy things. So my plan is on Thursday, my homeroom, I want you to plan on being in our Google Hangout at 10:30. Mrs. Shin's homeroom, I want you guys to plan on being in the Google Hangout for literacy at 11 o'clock. Ms. Holt's homeroom, for Thursday, I would like for you all to be in the Google Hangout at 11:30. And I will have to send you guys a code to get onto that, and I'm going to get that done hopefully by tomorrow. All right. Today's lesson is going to be about PEE. So when you go into the Literacy Google Classroom, I have made headings for each day of the week. You need to go to this Wednesday assignments, click on it, and this is what you're going to see. So first thing you're going to do is read the directions. I love you all, but you all send me so many questions that can be answered if you would simply read the directions. Do not skip anything, okay? So the first step is to watch the video. If you're watching the video, hopefully you read the directions. Step number 2, it says read the slides. So you will click on the Google Slides. Hopefully they'll come up. And you will see the day and the date. Just make sure you're doing the right one. And then the second slide is going to have your assignment. And so today's assignment says write a PEE paragraph to answer the questions on the attached Google form. Remember to click submit at the bottom of the form when you are finished. Turn it in. The story that you guys read on Monday, It's Not About 5th Grade, is attached in a PDF on this assignment. So you're going to have to quote text because we're doing a PEE paragraph. So I want you to be sure and go back and look at that so that you know what you're doing. All right, let me click out of this hopefully. So right here you can see It's Not About 5th Grade. Okay, that's the story that you read yesterday. Same story. You just need to find your quotes from that. So here is the Google form that I've made. And please be sure that you type in your first and last name every time, okay? When you turn it in, that's how I can see whose paper it is, okay? I have no idea. So please be sure that you put that on there. And the question down here says, use text details from It's Not About 5th Grade to explain why Mama chose to move and the emotional effect that it had on her. Emotional means how it made her feel. Use at least two direct quotes from the text. So before you start emailing me and say, Miss Wilburn, how many quotes do I have to pull? How much evidence? Remember to use PEE form and use sentence starters to make your ideas flow. So you're going to answer this question in a paragraph, the PEE paragraph form. All right. So quickly to review, paragraph form of PEE. The P means point. This is where you're going to answer the question. The first E is where your evidence will come from. You're going to pull text evidence to support how you're answering the question. And the last E is how you're going to explain how the evidence that you pulled backs up what you said for your answer. Okay? Your sentence starters, I know we usually have the poster or the little Ziploc baggie with the ring of sentence starters in it. It'll say things like, we can see from the text, or the author states, the text shows us that, I can see from the text that, things like that. Okay, they don't have to be the exact sentence starters that we always use in class. You can modify them and make them up, and as long as they sound great, you're going to be fine. I think that's all that I have for today. So please Padlet once a week. Make sure you're turning in your assignments, and be sure that every single day, Monday through Friday, you go to each of your core assignments, math, science, social studies, and literacy, and you have to turn in something, okay? Centers, don't worry about them. We're just going to finish March's quill, call it a day, and that's about it. I'm looking forward to getting this Google Hangout set up so I can see your smiling faces, even yours, Hoyer, Evan, Aniston, the rest of you guys. And let's see, maybe this time in Padlet, let's do a question. Tell me where you want to see my next video. Do you want me to go outside? Do you want me to go in the living room? Do you want me to sit on my front porch? Let's kind of make it fun. I'm having a hard time doing videos outside during the day because the sun is so bright. So maybe in the evenings, if you want me to go outside, I can try that. I know one video I showed you Palmer. He was on the bed back there. I don't know if you can see him. Oh, Palmer. All right, guys. Take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you on Thursday in our Google Hangout. And I will send a reminder about that to everyone, so don't panic about it. Bye.